A little while later, Taeyong comes back, blood is dripping from his chest and arm. The moment everyone sees him, they freeze in shock. Everyone gasping. Taeyong brother panicked. Brother, what happened to you? Taeyong doesn't answer. His best friend refuses to him. Best friend worried, Taeyong, are you okay? Taeyong's eyes burn with anger. He walks straight towards you, grabs her arm harshly, and pushes her back against a tree. The bark digs into her back. Taeyong aggressively, voice shaking with rage. Why did you do this? Why? You crying, trembling. Taeyong. Taeyong brother is stepping forward. Brother, please, why are you doing this to her? Taeyong shouting, no one comes near me. Everyone is stopped, shocked and scared. Taeyong furious eyes lock on you. Why did you take the bullets out of my gun? Everyone gaps. Everyone what? You crying harder. Are you okay? You are bleeding. Taeyong bitter laugh. I am fine. You didn't leave a single bullet for me to survive. You broken voice. Taeyong, I was just... Taeyong cutting her off. Because of you, a tiger stood right in front of me and my gun was empty. Best friend shocked. A tiger. Taeyong called deadly tone. Not this time, you. This time I wouldn't show mercy just because of your tears. You whispering in pain. It hurts, please. I am in pain. Taeyong angry, hurt beneath the anger. You are in pain, and what about me? You crying helplessly. I never wanted this. I didn't mean to hurt you. Taeyong stares at her, blood still dripping. Anger and betrayal fighting inside his eyes as the forest falls silent. You tears falls continuously. Her body is trembling, seeing you tears. Taeyong suddenly loses his grip on her. You loses balance and falls harder on the ground. Before she can even move, Taeyong slightly grabs her arm again and drags her towards the tent. He throws her inside the tent roughly. Taeyong called, threatening, if you step outside this tent again, I will break your legs. You curl herself on the ground, crying silently. Her sobs don't stop. Taeyong turns around and walks out of the tent, his face dark with anger. Outside the tent, Taeyong brother worried, bleeding. Brother, please forgive you. She didn't mean to do this. She never wanted any of this. Taeyong angry loud enough. No one will say a word, single word. His voice silences everyone instantly. Everyone lowers their heads. No one dares to speak again. Later dinner time, everyone sits quietly and starts eating, but the air is heavy and tense. And Taeyong's sister enters the tent gently. She kneels beside you, who is still crying. Taeyong's sister softly, you please eat something. You crying, shaking her head. No, I don't want to eat anything. Best friend, consent. Please at least take a few bites. You weak voice, no I can't. Taeyong's sister looks at you with sadness. She holds her hand, trying to change you's mood. She slowly brings her outside. Yu sits down with everyone, silent and broken, her eyes swollen from crying. From a distance, Taeyong notices Yu sitting outside. His jaw tightens. Taeyong's sister carefully, brother, I brought you outside for a while. Taeyong looks at you with anger, his eyes fill with emotions he refused to show. Without saying a word, he stands up and walks away. You lowers her gaze and quietly sits with everyone, saying nothing, her heart heavy, her silence louder than words. Late night. One by one, everyone goes inside their tents. The camp slowly becomes silent and dark. But you is still sitting outside her tent. She is hugging her knees tightly. She doesn't have the strength of courage to go inside. The cold night air makes her shiver, but she doesn't move. Inside Taeyong's tent, Taeyong noticed that Yu hasn't come inside yet. He walks and he waits and waits. Taeyong to himself conflicted. What am I doing? Will I forgive her every time like this? I am a wolf in my court. There is no mercy for punishment. His jaw tightens, anger rises again in his chest. Taeyong suddenly comes out aggressively. You skull up beside the tent, shivering because of the cold. For a moment, Taeyong's eyes soften when he sees her like that, but the softness disappears quickly, replaced by cold hardness. He grabs your arm harshly and forces her to stand. You crying, voice shaking, please, please forgive me. Tears stream down her face, Taeyong crying but controlled. If you had only tried to kill me, I would have forgiven you. You looks up at him, shocked. Taeyong's voice rising, but did you think about this? What if one tiger becomes 2 or 3? What if they came here and my gun had no bullets? You start sobbing uncontrollably. Taeyong called, accusing, how would I save everyone's life then? Your body shakes as she cries. Taeyong, fine, ruthless, you put everyone's life in danger. A painful silence follows. Taeyong, final threatening, this time I will punish you. You desperate, broken, please forgive me one last time. She holds into his arm, begging. Taeyong emotionless, dark. I have already forgiven you too many times. Tears stream down her face. Her voice is weak but honest. You crying. If you punish me, you will hurt yourself too. Taeyong's eyes darken, his jaw tightens. Taeyong, bitter smile broken. It is necessary. If I love the wrong person, then I will also deserve punishment. Your heart shatters. She looks at him with pain. You desperate, then kill me. Taeyong freezes for a second, then cold, deadly. Yes, that is exactly what I will do. Without warning, Taeyong grabs you harshly and drags her into the tent. She stumbles, but he doesn't slow down. He pushes her inside. Taeyong, low, threatening voice, sleep for the last time tonight. Tomorrow you will definitely receive your punishment. You collapse on the floor, crying silently as Taeyong walks away. Next day, the camp is cleared. Everyone returns. The atmosphere is tense, fear hugging in the air. Taeyong grabs you by the arm tightly and pulls her forward. She struggles but fails. He drags her directly into the torture room. The heavy door shut behind them. Taeyong called furious, today you will be punished. You make the mistake of hurting Wolf, man, and worse, you hurt Wolf himself. You crying, trying to explain, I never meant to. Taeyong cut her off sharply enough. He looks away for a moment, pain flashing in her eyes. Taeyong's voice breaking then heart. If I don't love you, I would have taken your life in my own hands. You falls to her knees. You sobbing. Please forgive me, Taeyong, angry hurt. I warn you. That was your last warning. His anger explodes. Taeyong shouting secretary. The secretary enters quietly, fear visible on her face. Taeyong takes out his gun and places it in the secretary's hand. The secretary freezes. Taeyong cold emotionless showed her. You stands frozen in shock, her eyes widen, her breathing stopped. Secretary shocked but Wolf. Taeyong's face looks completely broken. His eyes are red, his jaw tight, his heart shattered. Taeyong cold but trembling shoot her. Without looking back, Taeyong turns and walks out of the room. Outside the room, suddenly a gun shoots a shot in the air. The sound hits Taeyong's heart like a knife. A tear slips from his eyes. The wolf, the man who never cried today, a tear fell for a girl. Taeyong is instant there, completely still, not moving for a long time. His chest feels heavy. His hands are shaking. The secretary walks towards him slowly and hands him his gun back without thinking. Taeyong placed the gun on his own head. Secretary shocked, screaming, Wolf suddenly. You crying loudly. Taeyong hearing her voice. Taeyong turns around in shock. His eyes widen. He opens his arm instantly. You run towards him, tears flowing non-stop, and throws herself into his arms, hugging him tightly. Taeyong holds her like she might disappear. Overwhelmed, he kisses her full face again and again, then pulls her closer and kisses her lips deeply and desperately. The secretary turns her face away with a soft smile, giving them privacy. After a moment, she speaks calmly. Secretary Wolf, you wanted you to kill her with your own hands. She passes. That's why I fired an empty shot. Hearing this, Taeyong suddenly pushes you slightly away from himself. His expression changes, shocked, fear, anger, and love all mixed together. Taeyong called commanding tone. You will take you back to Korea. She will stay in my penthouse in Korea for some time. He says this without looking back. After saying those words, Taeyong turns around and walks away. His steps heavy but controls. You breaking down, crying loudly. Please forgive me. Her knees weaken as she cries uncontrollably. Before she can fall, the secretary tightly holds you. You stop her from collapsing. Secretary fine but caring. You don't act crazy. The wolf didn't kill you. That alone means a lot. You crying, shaking her head. I don't want to go back. I don't want to return to Korea. Secretary shocked but serious. Give the wolf some time right now. This is the only way. You keeps crying, her heart refusing to accept reality. Taeyong gets inside the car and sits silently, staring straight ahead. The door closes, silence surrounding him. Taeyong himself, low voice. So today I learned how to cry too. A bitter, painful laugh escaped his lips. Taeyong himself mocking his own weakness. So now the wolf also has a weakness in his world. His eyes darken, his feet clench. You cries endlessly during the journey. Her tears don't stop even when the plane lands. In the end, Yu returns to Korea with the secretary. She starts living in Taeyong's Korean penthouse, the same place filled with luxury but empty of warmth. Yu stays there silently, missing him, fearing him, and hurting every single day. Taeyong comes home late at night. The moment he enters the room, his eyes fawn on everything around him. Her things, her scent, her memories. His chest starts burning. Suddenly, he loses control. He starts throwing everything. The table breaks, the lamp shatters, the mirror falls on the ground, on the floor. In just 2 minutes, the whole room is destroyed. Taeyong stands in the middle of the broken room, treading heavily. Taeyong to himself in pain. Why can't I live without her? I was never this weak before, never this helpless. He sits on the bed and keeps staring at the ceiling for a long time. His eyes are tight, but sleep doesn't come. Finally, he takes sleeping pills and closes his eyes. Meanwhile, for the past few days, Yu has not been feeling well. She is weak. Her head hurts. Her body feels heavy. She calls Taeyong again and again, but he never answered. Her hand trembling as she holds the phone. Yu weak, whispering, "Please pick up, Taeyong." Suddenly, everything turns dark. She faints, and the head maid panics and calls the doctor immediately. She also called Taeyong. Phone call. Head maid worried, "Wolf, Yu is very sick. She fainted today." Taeyong freezes. Taeyong shocked and angry. "And you are telling me this now?" Head maid nervous. "We told madam many times to get a checkup, but she always refused." Taeyong's anger explodes. He throws his phone at the wall. It breaks into pieces. Taeyong aggressively to himself, "Stupid girl. Yu is lying on the bed unconscious and pale." The doctor finishes the checkup and turns toward everyone. "Doctor, calm, smiling. There is no need to worry right now." Everyone looks at him with fear in their eyes. The doctor continues. Doctor softly, "She is going to be a mother. Congratulations." The room falls silent, shocked. The head maid stands beside the bed. Yu is lying unconscious. The doctor checks her pulse. Head maid shocked and worried. "Doctor, when will she wake up?" Doctor calmly, "She will regain consciousness in a little while. Please give her medicine with food on time." The head maid nods and quickly takes out her phone. She calls Taeyong, but his number is switched off. Head maid, nervous, whisper, "Why is his phone off?" After some time, Yu slowly opens her eyes. Her head feels heavy. The head maid rushes to her side. Head maid relieved, "Thank God, you are awake." "You weak voice, what happened?" The head maid tells her everything. Hearing the truth, Yu eyes fill with tears. She places her hand on her stomach. Yu crying, whispering to her, "Baby, my baby, your mummy will take very good care of you, and your papa, we will not forgive him this time." Tears fell from her eyes. At night, Yu is lying on the bed staring at the ceiling. Her phone suddenly rings. Caller ID Taeyong. Her heart beats fast. She looks at the screen for a few seconds, then cuts the call. "You hurt and broken. Everyone uses me when they want and throw me away when they are done." A tear slipped from her eye. "You are strong but emotional. This time I will remove you from my life myself." Her phone starts ringing again and again. Taeyong keeps calling. You switch off her phone and turns her face to the pillow, crying silently. Taeyong keeps calling. The phone is off. Taeyong angry and furious. You, how dare you ignore me? How are you? His anger burns in his eyes. Taeyong stands near the window, his face cold and serious. He takes out his phone and calls the headmate. Headmate, yes, Wolf. And Taeyong, fine voice, where is you? Headmate, Wolf, madam is sleeping right now. Taeyong, what did the doctor say? Headmate, nervous but respectful. Wolf, madam is pregnant. Taeyong freezes, his eyes widen in shock. For a moment he can't breathe, then slowly a dangerous yet beautiful smile appears on his lips. Taeyong soft but tense. What else did the doctor say? Headmate, Wolf, madam needs special care. She is weak and must rest properly. Taeyong, cold but protective. Take good care of her. Headmate, yes, Wolf. Taeyong cuts the call. He stands in front of the mirror, staring at his reflection, a proud, possessive smile curve on his lips. His heart is beating fast. Taeyong to himself, my child. He clenches his jaw, controlled himself. Taeyong to his right-hand man, gets the jet ready. I am going to Korea right now. Right-hand man, Wolf. Is everything alright? Taeyong, dangerous, calm. Yes, everything is perfect. Do exactly what I said. Taeyong arrives at the penthouse. The moment his car stops, the entire staff becomes alert. Guard boss is here. Taeyong walks inside with powerful steps. Everyone bows their head. Taeyong called authority. Where is you? Headmate Wolf, she is in her room. Taeyong, without wasting a second. Okay, he moves toward her room, his heart burning with excitement, possession, and protectiveness. Taeyong enters the room quietly. The soft light falls on your face. She is sleeping peacefully. Taeyong looks at her and smiles softly. He walks closer and lies down beside her on the bed. He gently pulls her into his arm and hugs her tightly. Suddenly, you wake up in fear. You scared. Who is he? Taeyong, shh, it's me. You tries to move away from him. You angry and scared. Stay away from me. You are a bad person. Taeyong holding her closer. Stay like this. Don't move. You pushes him away. You crying, please go away from here. Taeyong, calm but firm. Yes, I will go and you will come with me. You shocked. I don't want to go anywhere. Taeyong, you will have to go. You tears falling. You are very cruel. Taeyong, guilty. I am sorry. You please forgive me, but you are also made a very big mistake. You crying helplessly. You don't love me. Taeyong, had you stop. If I don't love you, I will never marry you. You broken voice. You came here only for your child, not for me. Taeyong placing his hand on her cheek. I came here for both of you. You is crying badly. Her body is shaking with fear and guilt. Taeyong gently pulled her into his chest and hold her tightly. He ran his fingers softly through her hair, trying to calm her down. Taeyong soft voiced, stop crying now. I am sorry I got angry and hurt you. You hugs Taeyong tightly and cries even more, hiding her face in his chest. Taeyong slowly left her face and kisses her whole face gently. Her Her forehead, her cheeks, her eyes. You look at Taeyong and gives a small shy smile. You emotional. I am sorry too. I shouldn't have removed the bullets. Taeyong wipes her tears with his thumb. Taeyong, it's okay. Forget everything. Let's go back home now. You nod slowly. She holds Taeyong's hand and they back together. Both hearts are finally at peace.